So in the last session we discussed about communication. We have commands like talk command, write, mail, some FTP commands, SFTP commands like put, get. Okay. So mailing options, these are the mailing options. Yesterday we have seen. So due to some network, last we stopped somewhere in mail command. Okay. So generally this mail or mailx both are used for sending mails. Okay. So this mail command we can also see the incoming mails when you get log into the system. Okay, you can see the incoming mails, you can send mails, you can delete mails, you can manage all your mails. Okay. So this is older system, Unix mailing system. It's very old. So we are generally nowadays we are not using any Unix mail system. Okay, but this command mail or mailx command, so this command is used, okay, in your real-time scripts. Suppose you are writing some script, and if script fails somewhere, okay, so then to notify the user that the script is failed in production. Okay, see, every day already you developed one application sometime back, like say 6 months or 1 year back. Okay, every day you don't monitor the job. Okay, suppose if it is failed, if you want to notify the supporting team, okay, the team which is supporting this application, okay, if you want to notify the team that this script is failed at this location, or this script is failed in this particular function, or this script is failed in this script, okay, you use this mailx option or mailx command. So this mailx command, the syntax of this command is very simple. Mailx space, here you can specify the address, I mean to address, mail id, okay, some mail id space. If you want to specify more mail ids, then you can use comma or semicolon. Okay, the suggested one is semicolon. You can use comma also, space second mail id, space next mail id, and so on. Okay, next space, if you want to specify some subject, then minus s, and you can specify here, you can write some subject about this mail. So this is subject area. Next space, if you want to CC someone, then minus C option you can use. Okay. So this is the syntax of this mailx command, and this is the syntax of mail command. Mail ID. Here, if you press enter, it will ask CC, BCC, subject, and so on. Okay. Based on the configurations, it will ask the CC, BCC, subject, and all. Okay. Yesterday we have seen some example how to run this. Okay. Fine. Today we'll continue with new topic, that is VI editor, some advanced topics. In the earlier sessions we discussed about VI editor, how to create a file using VI editor, how to do some manipulation, I mean like how to do some editing operations in this VI editor. Okay, so in this session we'll see some advanced, some more commands, okay, in this VI editor. Now here in VI editor is a text editor in Unix operating system. Along with this VI editor, we have so many editors like gedit. We are seeing gedit also, gedit, ex editor. Okay, so this is also similar to VI editor only. Here also we have some commands in this editor. Okay, nano editors. So many editors are there, but generally, I mean, the popular one is VI editor. We use VI editor. Okay, so in VI editor, if you want to create a file, or if you want to do some operations on the file, okay, if you want to delete some operation, I mean delete some text, modify the text, insert some new characters, delete existing characters, okay, combining the lines, doing some operations on range of the text, like one particular block or 2 3 lines, okay, or globally means throughout the file I want to find some text and I want to replace with that another text, okay. So here you are doing operations at the cursor level, block level, that is nothing but text object level, and entire file, doing operations on entire file, okay. The example we can say find and replace. It will search the complete file, whole file at a time, and it will replace, okay. So this is globally. So here in vi editor we have commands, and these commands are categorized into 3 types. Basically the commands in vi editor are categorized into 3 types. Those are local commands, range commands, and global commands. Global commands. See, local commands are nothing but the commands which will be executed at cursor position. Okay, so cursor position means, see, now the cursor is placed here. Assume that this is vi editor and the cursor is placed here. I want to delete some character here. I want to delete this character. Then you can delete the character by pressing some key. That is nothing but a command. Here that is a command. So by pressing the key, that is command, we can delete character at cursor position. So this kind of commands are nothing but local commands. These kind of commands are nothing but local commands. Range commands are nothing but, suppose you have one particular text area, 2 3 lines of area. So you selected this area and this is a block, okay. If you are applying commands on this block, then that is nothing but range. That is nothing but range commands. Means text objects. It will be applied on the text objects. Next one, global commands. Global commands means it will apply. The command will be applied on entire file. Okay. So it will be applied on the entire file. That is nothing but global command. We will see all. So first we will see local commands. These are the local commands. Few local commands. So these commands will be executed at the cursor positioned place, positioned area. Okay. So we know what is small I, capital I. So these commands, first 3 sets. Okay. So these are insert commands, right? So these are insert commands we discussed in the earlier chapters, like chapter 2. Okay. So we discussed in that these are insert commands. Small I, insert, okay. So capital I, insert, small a, append insert, capital A, append insert, but at the end of the line, okay. So like this, these are insert commands. If you take small I, so this small I insert text before the current character, okay. So capital I, this one is before current character, insert before current character. So capital I, it insert text at the beginning of the current line. It insert at the beginning of the current line. Current line. We discussed all these small I, small a, capital A, small o, capital O. Okay. So small a, append text after the current character. Small a appends text after the current character. Okay. Append after current character. Next one, capital A. So this capital A append text at the end of the current line. Append text at the end of the current line. Append at end of line. Current line. Okay. So next to small o. So this will insert a new line. This will insert a new line after the cursor position line. Okay. Means wherever the cursor positions under this line, it will insert a new line. Okay. So insert new line. Insert new line after cursor position line. Okay, after the line current position. Capital O, insert before the current line. Before the current line. Here current line is nothing but the cursor position line. Okay, fine. So all these commands we discussed, we'll have a quick review on this. We'll get into the directory CSR. See here, we have one file that is computer.txt. It's a big file. We'll open this file and we'll see all these commands. Yes, okay. See here, now the cursor is positioned here. The commands are small I, capital I. Okay, so small I, now the cursor is placed at between T and H. Okay, now the cursor is blinking at H. Okay, if you press I, small I, so it insert text before the current character. It insert text before the current character. Now the current character is H. Current character is H. Now here if I press I, the text will be inserted here. Now I can type some text like example. I'm going to type example. EXAMPLE. Now whatever the characters we inserted, these characters inserted before the current character, that is H. You can see still the cursor is blinking at H only. Okay, so before this character, the new characters which I inserted, I typed, so those characters are inserted at this position. Okay, so this is small I. Next one, see, now the cursor is placed here. If I press capital I command, if I use capital I command, so this will insert text at the beginning of the current line. Okay, see, suppose now I am here. Okay, I want to insert some text at the beginning. Okay, I want to insert some text at the beginning. One way is using arrow keys. Now I am in command mode. Okay, press escape. Now in command mode. So using arrow keys, left arrow key, I can move to beginning of this line. Another one is, and there once I go to beginning of the line, I have to press insert command again to insert the text. Instead of that, if I press capital I, it will move to beginning of the line as well as it will change to insert mode. Directly we can type the text whichever we want to insert. Okay, now I am pressing capital I. See, capital I. Now it moved to beginning of the line. Now here it is in insert mode. I can type whatever I want. Okay, now here I typed some text. Okay, fine. So this is capital I. Next one, small a, append text. Small a is append text after the current character. After the current character. See, now the cursor is blinking at N. Okay, so before means after A. After means before D. Simple logic. Now the cursor is blinking at N. N is the current character. So if I take small I command, it will insert after the character A, that is before n, before n. Next, if I choose A, append after the current character. After the current character is nothing but after the letter N. Now press A. Now here type some characters. So these characters are inserted after the letter N. After the letter N. Okay. So this is small a. Next one, capital A. Append text at the end of the current line. Append text at the end of the current line. See, what is the end of this current line? Dot, full stop. Okay. So if I want to move to the end of the line, then one way is in command mode use arrow keys, or in command mode use the command capital A. Capital A. Now I am going to press capital A. See, the cursor is moved to the end of the line, and now it is in insert mode. Directly we can type the text whichever we want to insert here. Okay. See, here I am adding some line like full stop. Okay. Now to change to command mode, now it is in insert mode. Now to change into command mode, press escape. Okay. Now see, cursor is changed. Okay. Fine. This is capital A. Next to small o, capital O. See, now the cursor is placed in third line, right? So this is first line, second line, and this one is the third line. Okay. Now here if I press small o, okay, see, it is inserting a line. Sorry, I pressed capital O. Okay. See, anywhere, you can be anywhere in the line. The cursor can be placed anywhere in the line. Now here, sorry. Now here, if you press small o, it insert a new line after the current line. After the current line. Now press small o and see. Here, previously the cursor was positioned in this line, right? In this line. Now a new line is inserted after the current line. So this is the new line. Now it is in insert mode. You can type text. Okay. You can type some text. Fine. Now press escape to change to command mode. Escape. This escape you can press, suppose if you are not confident whether it is in command mode or not, then you can press escape key any number of times. Twice, thrice, any number of times you can type, no problem. Okay. Now it is in command mode, right? Next one, see, now the cursor is placed here in the second line. If you want to insert a new line above the current line, then you can use command capital O. So we have to use all these commands in the command mode only. Okay. So here capital O, it inserts a new line before the current line, above the current line. Okay. See, here it is inserted. Okay. Here you can type some new line. Now it is in insert mode. You can type some text, right? Fine. Press escape to change to command mode. To change to insert mode, you can press either, or you can use either of these commands based on the requirement. Okay. Either small I, small a, capital A, small o, capital O. Okay. So these are insert commands. Okay. So I mean it will change. It allows you to insert some text. Okay. So it will change to insert, but there are some differences like small a, small I, small o, capital O. So if you want to insert, you can insert a new line after the current line, then you can go with O, small o. Okay. Like as per the requirement, you can use any of these commands. These are all insert commands. Okay. Fine. We'll move to next command, that is R. Small r, capital R. See here, small r, capital R. Small r replaces the current character at the cursor with new one. Okay, it replaces current character with new character. Here only one character. Here it replaces only one character, not more than that. Okay. Here if you use small r, it will replace only the current character. Only one character will be replaced. Okay. This capital R is replaces a set of characters, means more than one character, with new characters. Okay. Capital R replaces set of characters. See the requirement. See here, assume that it is not 8920. It is not 8920. It is 9920. Now you need to replace only 8, not the entire text or set of text. Sorry. Here you want to replace, so it is supposed to be 9920, but instead of that here 8920, because of some typo error it is 8920. Assume that. Okay, now you want to replace this 8, only one character, with another character, that is 9. Then you can use this command small r. Okay, check whether you are in command mode or not. You can press escape key 1 or 2 times. Okay, one time. Now press R. Okay, yes, now this command is ready. Now whatever the character you are going to type, that character will be replaced, this 8. Okay, now I am going to type 9. Yes, it is replaced. Okay, now here if you try to enter some other character, it won't be replaced. See, the command is over. Okay, I'll show you once again. See here, the date should be 27, but it is 26. Now I want to replace one character. That is 6 to 7. Okay, 6 to 7. Instead of 27, it is 26. I want to change this day to 6 to 7, right? Now see here, now I placed cursor here. Okay, press, it is in command mode, it should be in command mode, right? Next step, use the key R, means press the key R. Okay, if you press R, you don't see any difference here. Okay, press R. I am going to press this R. Yes, now it is ready. Now the command is activated. Whatever the command, whatever the character you type, that character will replace this 6. Whatever the character you type, that character will replace this 6. Now I am going to enter, I am going to key 7, number 7. Yes, it is replaced. Okay, now if you type some keys, it won't do any changes. Okay, it won't do any changes here. Okay, so, okay, this is small r. Okay, now capital R command will replace a set of characters. Okay, see here, here I want to display this supercomputer in capital letters. I'm sorry, 1 minute. Okay, I want to replace this supercomputer. I want to this supercomputer with all capital letters. Okay, fine. Actually, we have one command. That command will replace, it will change the case. Okay, fine. Anyway, we are going to replace with by typing the characters, uppercase characters. Okay, fine. See here. Here I want to replace. I want to replace some set of characters. Some set of characters. Then in that case, you can use capital R. Okay. Now use this command capital R in command mode. I'm going to press this capital R by holding shift and press R. Okay. Yes. Now the command is activated. Whatever the commands you type, whatever the characters you type, those characters will replace this text. Okay. See, it is replacing. Now I'm going to press capital R E. So that is replacing the small e. R C O M P U T E R. Okay. Otherwise, now it is. You can press escape key to stop. You can press escape key. That is change to again command mode. It will stop. Okay. Now see here. I want to replace this facility with faculty. Okay. Assume that it is faculty. I want to replace this text. Then you can use capital R command. Here more than one character needs to be replaced. Here more than one character needs to be replaced. In that case, use the command capital R. If you want to replace only single character, small R command. Okay. So I want to replace some set of characters. In that case, use capital R. Now I am going to press capital R. Yes. Okay. Now the command is activated. Now whatever the characters you type, those characters will replace these. Okay. Everything will be replaced. Some text. Okay. Fine. So previously the text, whatever it present, that was replaced with the new characters. Not inserting the characters. See the difference? Inserting characters is nothing but the old characters will be there and new text will be inserted at this position. But here we are replacing the characters, we are replacing the text. The previous text erased and new one is replacing that one. Okay, fine. So this is capital R and small r commands. These two are replace commands. Small r command will only replace single character. How to use this command? Place cursor where you want to replace the text. See, here I want to replace this 0 with 8. I want to replace this 0 with 8. Then place cursor here. It should be in command mode. Next thing is it should be in command mode. In command mode, use the command R, small r. So press this R. Now it is in command mode. Now type the character what you want to replace. I want to replace this 0 with say some 9. Okay. Now press 9. This is replaced. Now if I press 4, will this 4 replaces 9? No. Why? Because that command is over. Now I am pressing 4. It is not replacing. I am pressing some 6. It is not replacing. I am pressing some 3. No, it is not replacing. So that command is over. It replaces only one character. It replaces only one character. Okay, fine. This capital R is to replace a set of characters. Okay, so you can, once the command is activated or started, you can keep on typing the letters. Those letters will replace the existing text. Okay, so that is capital R command. Fine. We'll move to next one, that is substitute command. Like other commands, we have small s and capital S. What is this small s? It will substitute the current character with the supplied text. Substitute current character with the supplied text. Okay. This is substitute command. Current character with, substitute current character with the supplied, new text. So this capital S substitutes the current line, substitutes the current line with the supplied text. Okay, so here if you see this small s, it is almost similar to almost near to insert kind. Okay, we'll see. So this substitutes the character. Okay, so means the current cursor positioned character with supplied text. Okay, this one is substitutes current line with new text. Okay, fine. If you see these two, small I and small s, it looks very similar, but there is a minute difference, a small difference is there, that we'll see. Fine. See here, I am placing cursor here. Okay, I am placing cursor at R. Okay, now here I am going to use this small s command. Small s will substitute new text at this character. Means, see here, I am going to press this S. Now see, you are finding some dollar sign, right? Now you can type your text. I am starting with electronic. What happened here? If you observe, previously there was R. Now I am pressing escape key to change to command mode. Okay. See here, there was R. That R character was replaced with this set of characters. R character was replaced with set of characters. If it is insert command I, this R will be there and the new text will be inserted before this. If it is insert command I, R character will be there and a new character will be inserted before this R. But this is substitute. Okay. So this R character replaced with some set of characters or substituted with some set of characters. That is S. Okay. Now see here, I placed cursor in this line. Okay. Now I want to change this entire line. I want to substitute this entire line with new text. Then use the command capital S. Use the command capital S. Now press capital S. See, sorry, everything is removed. Now it is empty line. Now it is in insert mode. You can type new characters and these characters will present here, right? It is in insert mode. Now press escape to change to command mode. See, capital S will substitute the whole line with new text. Okay. See here, small s and capital S. These two are substitute commands. These commands will substitute the current character or current line. Small s substitute at current character position. Capital S substitute the whole line. Okay, fine. So these are small s and capital S. Next, P. small p and capital P. This is small p and this one is capital P. Okay. So this small p, it puts the delete text after the current character. It puts the deleted text after the current character. Means p is nothing but like a paste command. Okay. See, if some text is there in buffer, okay, so then it will paste. Okay, fine. I'll show you. So it puts or paste. Okay, we can use any word, put or paste, the deleted or copied, you can say copied text after the current character. Okay, after the current character. This capital P, it is also same, put or paste, puts or paste the deleted text before the current character. Okay, before the current character. So this capital will before the current character, P is after the current character. So generally when you paste some text, see here I am selecting this text, I am copying this one, or I can delete by pressing Ctrl X, right? Okay, now I am placing my cursor here. If I paste it here or if I put it here, what will happen? That will be inserted after this current character C, right? Here it will be pasted, right? The same way, small p, paste the text, I mean which is in buffered. Okay, so that will be after the current character, capital P before the current character. Okay. See, in VI editor we have one advantage, that is using mouse select. Now here I am placing the mouse pointer, this one is keyboard cursor and the moving one is mouse pointer, right? See here I am placing mouse pointer here and click and drag. See, I want to select these three words. Now click and drag up to here. Now this is selected, right? In VI editor or Unix operating system, if you select some text, by default that will be like copying or selecting the text. Okay, now this is placed in the buffer area. Now you can paste this wherever you want. You can paste this wherever you want. Suppose see I selected these three words. Okay, now these three are placed in the buffer area. Okay, so it is selected. It is a kind of cut or copy command in Windows MS Office. Okay, fine. Now here, now the cursor is placed here. This is keyboard cursor and this one is mouse pointer. Okay, so now the cursor is placed here. Now here I am pressing this P. See here some text is inserted. Whatever the selected text here, whatever is copied here, is semi protected. How? Okay. Yes, I am placing here. Now in page semi protected. It's not working in this editor. Let me change to insert mode. Okay, it's working. One minute. So change to insert mode. Now press insert. Yes, it's working. Fine. Okay, see here, we can't delete multiple characters, right? Fine. So here it's like only it is working for deletion, deleted characters or deleted text. See here, I am going to delete this character D, okay, by using the command X. X command will delete the text. If you want to delete entire line, then you can use, if you use capital X, it will delete, see, I am using capital X, it will delete multiple characters. Now the cursor is placed here, okay, I am placing here. Now press this capital X, it is deleting before characters, so I am deleting using capital D. Yes, here some text is deleted, right? Now whatever the deleted text, if you want to paste or put somewhere, then you can use, see, the deleted text I want to place here, then you can use this command P, okay, so that is pasted here. Okay, I'll show you once again. See here, I am going to delete this entire line using dd command, dd small d small d. So dd command will delete entire line, it will delete entire line. If it is X, it will delete only single character. So that's the reason I am using multiple characters to delete. That command is small dd. Okay, press small dd to delete this computer text. Yes, deleted. Now the command is, see, this small p command, it will paste the deleted text after the current character position. Oh, we'll stop with this command. Small p and capital P. We'll stop with this. Fine. I am placing cursor here, and if you press P, okay, it will insert the deleted text, that is computer, here. Okay, it will insert here. Okay, now capital P insert before the current character position, capital P, it will insert before, after and before. So before this line and after this line, after the cursor position line, and capital P before the cursor position line. Now see here, I am placing cursor here. If I want to place the text before this cursor position line, then we can press capital P, after this line small p. Okay, so whatever the deleted text, that will be pasted here or put here. Okay, small p and capital P. Small p, that is after the current cursor position line, capital P before the cursor position line, current cursor position line. Okay, so these are the characters for pasting. We'll continue rest of the commands in the next session. So small s, capital S, small p, capital P, these are substitute commands, replace commands, paste commands or put commands. So this will put or paste only deleted text. Okay, right. It's like a cut and paste, not copy paste. This will cut and paste. So delete text there, and using P you can paste it somewhere. Fine. We'll stop here. Thank you.